Hello everybody and welcome back to more patch 2.7 footage on the PTS, and we're going to be showing you Nightmare Nefra. Now before I start talking about this boss, I do just want to mention that our raid group has been very relaxed about doing the Nightmare content. We're not in a hurry to clear through it, so the amount of content that's going to be coming out with, with patch 2.7 boss footage and guides and stuff like that, it's going to be a little slower than usual, simply because we've been doing these raids for 6 months. We don't want to keep doing these raids, so we're just taking our time and enjoying ourselves. But speaking of enjoying ourselves, this boss is 100% better than what it used to be. Previously, as a tank, we would just stand there and just tank the boss. I literally would just check my email on the other screen. I'd get on Facebook and Twitter and stuff. Seriously, it was that easy for tanks before. Now they've made it a lot better, and there's a lot more stuff to be focusing on as a tank. And even the healers and DPS from our group were saying, like, oh, this fight's a lot better. It's more interesting. So the first major change is that the ad that comes out and puts the circle on the ground no longer slowly walks over to you and then puts it on the ground. He charges to you, so it happens a lot quicker. And the most important part is your group will have to do what our group was doing anyways for hard mode and story mode, which is we always stacked on the back left and the back right foot of the boss, and then the group would just move when the thing came. It made it easier for our Sork healer, which is Holy. He throws down AoE heals, and our other healer likes the AoE heals. Keeps everybody in range for cleansing debuffs and whatnot. So it was always just easier this way for us, which is nice because this is how you have to do the boss now for a couple mechanics. And we'll talk about the major one in a second, but what the tanks need to worry about now is a stacking debuff. And it doesn't happen to you while you're tanking the boss, which kind of messes with your head. It happens when you're not tanking the boss. So if you're not the one tanking and you're still taking damage from the boss, you'll get a stacking debuff. At 5, it pretty much one-shots you. So at 4, you want to, or 4 or 3, you want to switch tanks. Like I said, it messes with you because usually you're trying to have the other tank taunt in order to get the debuff off of you, but it's the opposite way around. You need to taunt in order to get the debuff off of yourself. So you're watching that debuff, and then the boss itself has a debuff that it is stacking up. At 15 stacks, it does a dual attack, and that dual attack, if it hits both the tanks, will just one-shot you. The damage is spread out among everybody it hits. So what you need to do is at 15 stacks, everybody needs to stack up. It'll do the dual attack, and then with that, you will be able to absorb all that damage. So that's why the group needs to stack up. But it makes it a bit more difficult because the ad is charging in, so timing-wise, we never found that an ad was coming when the 15 stacks was there, but I'm sure it could happen in some scenarios. You just need to be aware of it. But overall, the fight is so much better. We enjoy it so much, and we can't wait to see what the rest of the Nightmare is going to give us. And I'm sure I'll be putting up videos over that over the next week or two. But with that being said, we shall see you guys next time.